you've been around a long time, and you've seen teams here that they get in those late game situations. It hasn't gone the way it's gone for you guys this year. How is that mindset changed? What goes into that mindset that where you've flourished instead of kind of folded down the stretch?
Yeah. I feel like just the experience of being in that situation before. I feel like early on in the season we were in those situations and we weren't as clean as we wanted to be. Seahawks. Obviously the 49ers could have went, kind of wrong too. But I feel like just getting that experience, being in those situations and learning from them. And so when we're in that situation against those guys, we were able to execute, go out there, play fast, play our techniques.
You don't feel responsible for getting the offensive coordinator fired in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, you know how the business is, man. We just kind of played our ball, man, and let those guys do their decisions, man. That's really how it is.
What do you see when you look at the Broncos? Kind of a slow start this season, but they start to what do you see from them?
Yeah, no, I see a really good team. They run the ball really well. Russell is definitely the whole team. I feel like these last 5 games have, it's kind of like a new team. Won their last 4. I tip our hats to those guys. The coaches and the players for turning it around. But like I said, man, when they got a good running team, Russell does a great job with the ball. Doesn't really turn it over. So we're gonna have to be cued in for all the stuff that they kind of do.
When you talk about good running teams, what is it about you guys defensively that has allowed you to elevate the run game? Because for years here, that was top 3 thing you guys needed to do, and you guys just always seem to struggle against the run. But this year you guys have held your own.
Yeah, I would say scheme-wise. Obviously, like we've been talking about, this whole year, just kind of that attack front that we have, letting those guys hit their spots. I say, we got the best front 4 guys, man, in the league. So, just letting those guys do their thing and letting us be behind them clean it up.
What about
Go ahead.
Okay, just with A-Lock going down, I know last year all the injuries you guys had, how equipped do you think you are to handle his absence? And I guess for you yourself, do you feel any pressure at this point when one of those other guys in that room goes down or anything like that?
Yeah, first off, just, sucks to see Walker go down, especially a leader, a captain on the team. Just a guy that, his presence is felt on and off the field, does everything right. For us guys behind him, we definitely learned a lot from him. But yeah, it's been playing this game for a long time, so grateful. Obviously, I never want to see guys go down, but I'm ready to play. It's kind of how it goes, and the rest of the room feels the same way. You know what I mean?
We're having the number 1 defense now, pretty much all year long. Do you feel like there's pressure that comes with that on a weekly basis?
Yeah, we don't try to focus on it, but obviously, it's there for us to kind of talk about. But no pressure, man. I feel like if we continue to stay locked in on our cues and what we got going for the week, we could just go out there and play ball, play free. But definitely, man, we hear those we read those things, we hear those things. It's definitely cool to be in the position we are, but just keeping the main thing, and the main thing is to win. So that's kind of what keeps us locked in.
What's unique about Denver, and do they remind you of anybody you've played so far this year?
Yeah, Denver's a unique team. Obviously, they have the altitude stuff that they pride themselves on, and playing difficult in those areas. But I'm trying to think. Really good running team, man. I feel like they started off slow, but these last 5 games, like I said, man, especially the last 4 of them winning, they definitely stepped it up. They do a lot of similar things to a lot of teams that we played. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say they're just so kind of like one team. You can nitpick, some stuff that other teams that we played earlier in the year, but not one specific team.
Can you imagine being on a defense that gave up 70 points in a game, and now they're playing pretty good?
Yeah, no,
what does that say about their defense?
Yeah, it's tip. Like I said, that's just a testament to the coaches and the players that's over there in the building, really turning it around, and playing good ball. These 4 winning streak. You know what I mean? That's some good football here late. The best time to make a stretch for it, run for it. So it's good for them.
What are you seeing from Russell during this hot streak, and particularly the 4th quarter comeback?
Yeah, he just protects the ball really well. You know what I mean? They won some close games these last few weeks. And he's just a guy that makes smart decisions, with the ball, and he's definitely going to just take what's there for him. A lot of check downs, but we just got to rally and just play our cues, play our game.
How do you get ready?
You guys go against the offense, right, in those 2-minute drills, and you see what they've been doing all season long. For you guys, what have you seen from that offense? How much have they tackled that and made that a point of emphasis for them in practice so they can execute in these game-winning drives?
To our offense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm really happy with those guys, man. DTR definitely, man, balled out that last drive, kind of put us in position to win the game. I just want to shed light on him. Obviously, he's been getting, you know what I mean? You guys see, his situation. Just really happy with them. Just a testament to the hard work, seeing them day in, day out, grinding at the tape, practice. But I would say just the hard work, that they put in every day, going through their reads, their cues, and then, it kind of shows on game time. So just really happy with them.
How do you prepare for that altitude out there?
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where you just got to be in shape all year, just no matter where you play, you're going to be tired no matter what. So, staying in shape, that's the thing. Hydration, doing all the right things leading up to it. But I would say it's no different than any other game, a little bit more altitude, but, just being in shape, to be honest.
You guys have been so good on third down. What has changed there, and how much does Jim focus on that?
Yeah, no, I would say just, scheming up teams really well. Don't want to get too much into it, but I feel like Jim just been, calling a really good game, just knowing what offenses are going to do and just being in the right position, to be honest.
What's Dalvin added to the front and then especially in the locker room?
Yeah, those big guys, man. Like I said, I said we got the best front four, especially DT just coming over, being that stout middle guy that we need, especially in the run. And then the dude has been getting sacks lately, man. He got a couple weeks ago, he got that 3-sack game. Just really exciting. Then in the locker room, man, guys, a leader. It's good. I feel like we have a lot of leaders on the D line that we got this offseason. So just really happy. I'm happy he's on our team. Happy to play behind him.
Sione, a lot of guys, a lot of your teammates this season have talked about the bond that you guys have as a team.
Right.
Is this the tightest Browns team you've been on?
Yeah. Obviously, you build relationships, over the years, but definitely, a lot of things, especially that Greenbrier going out there was a smart, thing that the team did for us to kind of bond. Helps us out later on in the season, but yeah, man, this team has definitely been close, especially, being resilient, these last few games, just, kind of, getting a little closer and pushing each other along.
I mentioned Greenbrier. You guys are going to be staying out in LA. Do you have a hope that can be a similar kind of experience for you guys?
Yeah. Just staying locked in. Obviously, it's kind of weird that the first time we're going to do this like 2-week trip thing. But just everybody's keeping the main thing. The main thing is we're there to work and keeping each other locked in.
Sione, are there any challenges to kind of going on a long road trip like this in the middle of the season? Like you're going to be away from home for 9 days, you're not going to be in your own bed. Is that challenging to do in the middle of the year?
Yeah, a little different, but I think we'll handle it well. We got a bunch of professionals on the team, and the main thing is to go out there and compete and win. So we're going to keep that, as the main goal.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.